I knew the first day I met you that you weren't shit. I knew you weren't shit. I knew you never was gonna be shit. But I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance. And you know what you proved to me? You ain't shit.
Fire in the house!
Yeah, baby! You ain't shit! You know you ain't shit, Kevin Brennan! But that's why I love you! You ain't shit, nigga! From the first moment I laid eyes on your pale face, your fucking wolf, never-ending thinking eyes, I knew you wasn't shit. I was 16 and a half. I knew you wasn't shit. But I knew that's why I was attracted to your fucking energy, man. That's why the world loves you, man.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Nah.
Yo, you gotta turn on the AC. It's too hot. I'm gonna fucking die. It's gonna kill the sound?
No.
We'll have it in the back. I open the window though, probably.
Yeah, do something, because I'm sweating like a motherfucker already.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, everybody, that's right. That's right.
I'm complaining already.
Oh, that's right. We got fucking Kevin Brennan here. My motherfucking partner, man. This
So
crazy
here just goes
bastard.
to show all these motherfuckers, you know, they think everybody likes me. People thought you hated me. People thought Bobby Kelly hated me. I saw Bobby Kelly on Wednesday, and he was like, I was with my wife. We went to some party, and he was like, I'm so glad I met you. It's like all this shit, like I can't, like I'm this big asshole. People don't like me because I fucking say what I think is going on, and people don't want that.
No.
People want everything spun to their satisfaction. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't say. I have to spin it to your, then I'm going to spin it to my wife's satisfaction, then I'm going to spin it to my kid. I'm like, fuck that.
So when do you get to say your piece?
Right.
You know?
When do I get to fucking talk?
And
So I reached a point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say whatever the fuck. And people say, oh, you're wrong. I'm like, I'm not that wrong. I might not be 100% right, but I'm much closer to right than wrong.
Let me say something, Kev, on some real shit. And I'm gonna say this, man. Yo, bro, they try to write you off like you some lunatic and like you crazy.
Yeah, everybody does.
But my man, I tell people all the time, man, you're a lunatic, but you're calculated and you know what the fuck is going on. Don't get lost in that sauce. A lot of people play up to, you know, your Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Right.
You know, but they're still not understanding. Like, my nigga, you've been in this business forever.
I got phone numbers, man. I got a lot of phone numbers.
But a lot of motherfuckers really want you to stay in line. And
right.
when you stay in line, you're safe. The moment you're not in line, it's the story of my life, bro. I'm outspoken, my nigga. You see what it was with you and I. You and I, we couldn't. I had to go and get my own sword, my own shield, my own baby dragon, G Money, you know? And I had to go
we
fend for
did
myself.
big numbers, though. I'm not going to lie. Our numbers, we did big numbers.
I absolutely. I nobody can never deny that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just real shit, you know? And you know what I always hated? People thought that we had to stage shit to do, like, you know me, my nigga. I'm not into antics. I don't like none
I'm not
of
a good
that.
actor. I can't stage nothing.
So it was just like, homie, like, but Kev, just let's just take it for a moment. Like, I know people are just really excited you're here and shit like that. I know you've been talking about this Cumia shit. You know me, I'm not a Twitter nigga. People know I don't do my social media. And you know I'm kind of lost in the sauce, but my the executive producer of Fire and the Whole G Money, he puts me up on all of the podcasting news and all of that shit. So what the fuck happened over at Cumia?
Well, the bottom line was, you know, I thought I'd run my course over there, and so, you know, then I was like, I just wanted to have my say on what the issues were. And then like people don't, the fucked up thing was the things when I went on the show, maybe I don't go about it always the right way. Like I quit, but I quit. I kind of just quit. Like when I
that was your negotiation tactics.
Yeah, well, I did it before. Then I was like, and then I came back. But this time I was like, I quit. Then I quit again because I was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. I just didn't want. It's almost like when you break up with a girl, and then you go like, do I want to do this? Like you just break up for your space,
Yeah.
And then you're like, then you sit around, you're thinking, you're like, yeah, no, I think I'm breaking up for real, So you need the separation to clear your head, So that's basically what I did, and they are mad because I went on the show to basically have my say, either whether it was my podcast or their show. And they were mad because it's like, you're airing dirty laundry. I'm like, but if I don't say it here, where am I going to say it? If I say it off the air, it's just going to fall on deaf ears.
And it's still dirty laundry off air, on air, wherever it's at. It's
right.
dirty
And then
laundry.
a lot of things I said, people are like, yeah, that is fucked up. Like, that is dumb. Like, they have shows there that they don't put on YouTube. So it's like it's a subscription-based network. So this thing has to grow. If it don't grow, it's going to be bad for everybody.
Facts.
I mean, that's just the nature of show business. Like, if it ain't growing, it's dying.
That's a fact.
Is my theory. So I just basically said that. Like, why don't you have I've done 150 shows over there.
That's a T-shirt. If it ain't growing, it's dying.
Yeah. So it's true though. But even the show when you came on and said, because I didn't know we could put stuff on YouTube, and then they put new shows. They had some new shows that they were like releasing. They put those on YouTube, the whole episode. So I was like, oh, I didn't even know we could do this. So I was talking about it on the air, and they got all mad. But when you came in and threatened Gary Goldman, that would have been
Why
fucking.
you keep saying I threatened him? I didn't fucking threaten him.
No, but that would have been classic.
But no, I didn't threaten Gary Goldman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just said, no, you didn't threaten him. But however you want to word it, it was entertaining. Like, even when you left that day, we were all sitting there like with our fucking, like, three white dudes with our dick in our hands because we couldn't fucking follow that, So I'm like, and then I thought, like, why didn't they put that up? Why didn't they put that up? But they said, well, you should have. I'm like, I didn't know it was an option. If I wasn't known it was an option, I would have said, hey, put that episode up.
Where the fuck is Arnold? Where's Arnold at?
Arnold don't work there.
Are you fucking kidding me? So Arnold couldn't have access to that footage? Arnold didn't tell you that you should have put that up?
No, but they got good people over
I know
there,
they do, but Arnold's your guy, bro.
No, I know, and that's why I feel confident. Like, people are like, oh, you're leaving a network. I'm like, yeah, but I got Arnold, and Arnold's good. Arnold doesn't lie. He doesn't fuck up. So
I was like, hold on real quick. I got G Money, bro.
Yeah, so you're set. You need a producer.
He's everything.
Yeah, if he shows up on time and he's white, then you're solid.
Yeah, he's that. He's all of those and some.
So it just got to the point where I'm like, and then, but literally it was, people like, well, you quit. I'm like, listen, listen, they don't fire people, so I had to quit or like just stay
Kevin,
there forever.
Are you all right, my nigga? I see you over there breathing weird. Do not have a heart attack in my crib,
I'm
my
not
nigga.
having a heart attack.
We can't call the cops.
I work out too much.
So we gonna be weekending
Why
Bernie.
can't you call the cops? So they can't come up here?
My nigga, we don't want there's no police activity in this building, bro.
Oh, the popo don't come in?
Nah, my nigga. So
What
we gonna have to.
What if there's a fire?
It don't make a difference. That's the fire department, not the police. And then G Money and I gonna have to be out with you, fucking like weekend at Bernie's out here trying to get you through the streets to get you away from us.
That's another thing. People are like, oh man, you're gonna, I go, listen. At this point, I'm so old, I could almost afford to do something stupid. I was saying this before the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I go to jail for life, how long is that?
Not long.
It's not that long. It's manageable. Kids get some conjugal visits.
But why?
I only fuck my wife like twice a month anyway. Well, how much is a conjugal visit?
That's crazy.
No, I'm just saying, married a while. You're not fucking all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, the kids are around cock blocking. Now my mother-in-law's there. Anyway, I'm surprised about. Anyway, so the bottom line was, people like, you quit. I didn't want to quit. I want to get fired. Because it looks better if you get fired. But then I realized they're not going to fire me, so I just got to fucking walk away.
Why wouldn't they fire you?
Because they don't fire people. They have people there that like they don't listen. They don't. It's kind of a complicated like formula, but like they don't pay you that much, so they don't really give a shit. Like they're not gonna fire you because. You know, they're not. It doesn't cost them that much to have you there.
I mean, well,
so if people
you know,
complain, Let me finish. If people complain, oh, you fired. If they fire me, people will complain. So, but if I quit, they'll be like, oh, he's a bitch. He quit.
Mm-hmm.
So on my tier, and also it's like if they're not going to fire you because it doesn't cost you that much to have you there. So they have nothing to gain by firing you. So I try to get fired. I did an episode. We said a lot of bad words, and words you taught me.
I love it.
And then I try to get fired. Then they're using, and then I'm not going to say anybody's names because we're trying to squash it. But then people are like using this content against me even though it's a free speech network and it's behind a paywall. People are trying to use this content against me to get me in trouble on other platforms.
And did it work?
I don't know. I don't know what the status is, but it's gonna get ugly if it works. I don't think they're gonna go through with it, but we'll see. Well, the biggest problem is
on this show, my nigga. First of all, we don't hold that information back from our family members. This is the firing squad, bro. So who is it? Bill Schwartz, nigga?
No, I can't.
Listen, Bill Schwartz. I understand you're trying to squash it, but
no, because
I can't
all day fucking be on Twitter.
No. So you're not on Twitter, and
no,
I'm bringing
the beef's
it up.
on Twitter.
I'm bringing it up.
Okay, let me just say this.
I just want to say this. Are you upset that they're giving him more shows over there?
No.
Is that why you fell out over there?
No.
Because if that's the case,
let me just say everything. If my Twitter's Kevin Brennan 666. Anything that you want to, if you're a little confused about what's happening, you just go on my Twitter. The story's there. But no, I'm not mad. Listen, you know what it really came down to?
Talk to me. Why?
You know what it came down to?
Why are you upset with Cumia? Why did you leave fucking Compound? Why the fuck are you upset with Bill Schwartz?
No, you remember when I saw you at Skankfest?
Oh my God, you are a god there.
No, I'm at
Skankfest.
I'm at Skankfest. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because we don't have no Skankfest at Compound Media. They've been around longer than Legion of Skanks.
Wait a second, wasn't Legions of Skank on Compound?
Yeah. So they basically spun off and became bigger than the Compound. So I'm at this place where it's behind a paywall. I'm like, this is not growing. Like they're not paying me enough money where I can be like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, so you felt stagnated, so you needed to grow, spread your wings.
I got to take my chances with my Patreon. I got to take my chances just in general.
That's why G Money and I, we stayed the course. We in the mud, my man.
Yeah, but if you
in the mud.
Yeah, but if you go to Skankfest and then you see that, you're like, I just think it's a matter of like who's hungry, who's not.
Facts. Do you want this? And then it's about if your audience is gonna ride with you or die with you.
Yeah.
That's why, to me, it's imperative to keep it 100 at all costs. To be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why a lot of my family
Yeah, but everybody
members,
thinks they're keeping it 100. And they're keeping it, and they're not.
Not everybody feels that way, Kevin. Trust me. A lot of these motherfuckers know they out here on homemade shit, and they doing a lot of sucker shit, and they go pretend like they're doing the right thing. They know what they doing to you up there. They know you deserve more money. They know that you deserve
they know
more
that
shows.
They know behind a paywall. Listen, when we use
I ain't got no problems with Cumia. I ain't got no problems with Keith the Cop because it's their business. How they run their business is how they run their business. Those motherfuckers is well off. They're okay.
Right.
They ain't struggling like us.
But also when you
don't need their Patreon like we need our Patreon.
Yeah, but also when I go to Legion of Skanks and it's mob with people. And then Compound Media does a show a week later at Governor's, and it's not even selling very well. So I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? And it's like, I just know when like I said, our numbers were always good. So it's like, you need numbers. You need fucking numbers. Like whatever it is, like I can't do a show behind a paywall where they pay me and like people aren't hearing the fucking show. What are we even doing then? What are we even doing? Like, you're paying me. You're not paying me enough that I can live off of. So I'm like basically stuck behind this paywall. I'll take it's like the fucking let's make a deal. I'll take a chance with door number 3. because I reach a point where I'm like, it's not enough money. I can only do so many shows a week. You know what I mean? I can't do 5 shows a week because I can't get guests. And I can't sit there with my fucking blind sidekick talking about what he didn't see that week. Like he doesn't have a lot of experiences. He can't see. So we need guests. So it's hard to get, everybody does their own podcast. It's hard to get fucking 5 guests a week. Even 3 guests a week is fucking hard. So I was doing 2 shows at Cumia and 1 at Misery Loves Company. And it just became like, then we would just literally take whoever the fuck was available. You know, and then you're like, am I mailing it in? And then as soon as I quit there, I'm like, I kind of was mailing it in because you're just going through the motions. I got to get a guest. We show up. We sit there. We talk. And then, you know, like I said, then
it's not organic anymore.
No, and they're not going to, like I said, they're not going to fire me because they have nothing to gain by firing me. So then I'm like, what am I even doing?
That's the same shit. Like the same shit you talking about. Like G Money, he had to understand my process. He had to understand, like, we used to have a schedule when we shoot. And then I can't do that. Yeah. I gotta record for my family base when I feel it.
Yeah.
It can't be forced. It can't be no weirdo shit. I need them to feel like, wow, this nigga, I want to give a piece of me every time I'm giving this. So I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, when you do 5 shows a week, you can't. Listen, even when I was doing like the day I quit, whatever, I quit, like the first show I really did when I like officially quit, people are like, oh, that was such a good show because I was a little bit more jacked up, you know? So it's like, it is, if you're feeling it, it is a better show.
It is. It is.
As opposed to just, you know, and even the shows when I was quitting over at Cumia, I was throwing quote unquote tantrums, but they were good shows because people would rather see that than you sit around talking to any fucking comic that you dragged in.
God.
And you're talking about, hey, so how was your weekend? You know, nobody gives a fuck about that.
Fuck this. I want to talk about those times. Yo, Kev, man, you a bitch ass nigga. Let's make no mistakes about that. I can't say that
word anymore.
All right, but
I'm gonna get fucking sued.
No, but listen to what I'm saying.
And by
the shit that you do is why you in the shit that you are in. But Kevin, the shit that you are in is the shit that can make you great. And I want you to understand that. Bro, when I was going to smack the shit out of you, and believe me, I was going to smack the shit out of you. But homie, what I knew was if I put hands on this man, 1, I'm a real bully. 2, he's about to go viral. And 3, while he's viral, I'm about to be in jail.
That would have been such a win-win for me.
That would have been a win-win and a win for you, okay?
I would have been like fucking got a boat and shit.
Yeah, you would have been litty.
I would have called the SS Jimmy.
Cumia and them would have came to you. Sirius XM would have came to you like, listen, we got an offer. You know,
I haven't heard from Talent in 20 years. He called me about something. I don't even think I'm gonna end up doing it. But he goes, yeah, I just saw the thing with you and Jimmy Martinez. I go, huh? I'm like, that was 2 years ago. But a lot of people did see it. It was entertaining, but it was like real shit, you know.
But Kev,
there's that.
I just want to say something though, yo.
Am I gonna get a? I feel a little buzz. Am I getting a contact high? I'm joking, of course.
No, of course you are. Listen to me, man. I just wanted you to understand the shit that you were doing at that time when all I was doing was coming to help your show.
No, I know.
When you played that game with Jason Steinberg with me, like Jason didn't know I'm out in the streets at gambling spots when I'm supposed to be, you know, and that shit can jeopardize me going out on auditions and shit like that. But there wasn't that shit that really bothered me. When I saw the video, Kevin, I have to say this. And poor Arnold, because after I left the studio, and I feel so bad for Carrie because she was in the eye of my anger. Oh, that was my baby right there, man. It was the Fox 5 News reporter shit you were saying about me when I left. It was
what'd I say? I didn't say anything bad.
Try to, pull that up. Listen to the end.
Oh, you got a good producer.
Pull that up, man. Yeah, my producer on point, man. That's G Money. I want you to. I want to break this down because this is therapeutic for us
All
right now. I need to understand what this part of the game was about. Yeah, there we go.
That wasn't me then. That was a different me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
No, I'm kidding because it wasn't.
I know.
It's the same.
No, you're a different you. I remember the old you.
No, that was. Is he working today?
No. Everyone's.
I understand why. I understand why you got mad. I mean,
Go back a little bit. A little bit.
I knew that was going to happen eventually.
Go back. Get to the part where I'm about to smack the shit out of Kevin. Let's get right there. Shut the fuck up, bitch. All right, you can stop right there.
Carrie was nervous. I was nervous too, man.
Yeah, I felt so horrible because she was just trying to put the flame out, but it's already happening. Go ahead, press play. This is a wrap.
Okay.
Play with me if you want to, dog.
Wait for me outside. We gotta wrap this
What?
up.
Wait for you outside what? Hey, yo, stop.
I meant talk. Let's talk outside.
Stop. Hey, yo, Robert Kelly. I saw Robert Kelly last week, okay? Actually, G Money's got some footage of Robert Kelly fucking talking about this story of you and I. But we're going to put that on the Patreon. Throw that up on the Patreon. Dude, I thought that you meant let's go outside. Robert Kelly was saying Kevin had no idea of the street terms of what
I
go
said, let's
outside
talk about it
mean-
outside.
outside meant for nigga that's from the streets. So I'm thinking you want to fight. So that's why I was really like, what?
Yeah.
This motherfucker right here. Go ahead, press play, yo. Your fucking ass. All right. Wait for nothing. Turn it up.
Hello? All right, so that went well.
Fuck.
All right, fine.
Look.
Are we still on the air?
Yeah, this is all live.
All right.
Everybody saw all of that.
Is this a camera lens?
I don't know what that is.
Love Arnold.
So I knew that was going to happen eventually.
Well,
I
don't know.
saw that coming. I gotta say, I saw that coming. I was just trying to let him know you're on camera. Like, don't do it. You know what I mean?
No, I
'Cause
know.
That's fucking
Yo,
ridiculous.
press pause.
That's the dumb.
That's like the time that this tourist was talking crazy to me in front of the police. And, this is what I try to tell people about. There's no such thing as a safe place. Especially when you got niggas that's willing to step through the threshold. Like I was just talking to G Money. White boy's new thing is going in the hood with motherfucking GoPros on their heads, feeling confident. Because, that's really what white people love. They love a witness, that they can motherfucking utilize to be like, yeah, he did this. So the GoPro gives them the extra strength that they need to talk the shit that they want to talk. We're going to throw that up on the motherfucking Patreon, too. The white boy with the GoPro getting crazy. But, bro, you are about to get real nasty right now. Watch this.
All right.
Press play.
Crime you could ever commit.
No, but my point is,
Oh, stop. The reason why I said all of that shit to say...
is this like an intervention?
Yeah, it is, Kevin.
Is Kumia coming in too?
Fuck. I don't know. Keep the Cop or Kumia coming. I don't know if Brian McCarthy can find his way here, but there is a braille path. But listen to me, homie. I brought that up to say this shit. I didn't care that the motherfucking cameras was there, bruh. Homie. The only reason why I stopped because, Kev, when you looked up to me and you kind of slightly touched me and your eyes caught eye-to-eye contact, I saw the fear in your eyes, bro. And I knew if I did you like that right there, now I'm the bully. And I'm not a bully. Niggas can make me out to be a bully. Nah, I'm the coolest motherfucker until you violate me.
Right.
It's just like, it's the same... Yo, Kev, niggas try to say you're a douchebag, but if they really knew you, they wouldn't say that. If you rub a nigga the wrong way, how the fuck is a nigga supposed to be? Act like everything is cool? No. But you're about to be real nasty and real Fox 5 racist right here.
All right, let me see.
Go ahead. Just press play. Turn that shit up.
Well, I understand why. I understand why you got mad.
Yeah,
Right.
Arnold.
I mean,
No, well,
you know,
he's trying to. I get what he's
Yeah.
trying to do with the
right.
with the ratings and whatever. And
Well,
if he's-
ratings.
Nah, she knew what she was talking about.
That's good radio right there. It's a lot better than us talking about where
that was a
to
little crazy.
bring your
No,
dad's
here's the
clothes.
point. Here's
you know
the
what I mean?
point. I talked to Jimmy off the air, and he said,
Right.
he
Right.
said, I appreciate the opportunity. People like him on the show, but
They do.
but
Like
if he can't control himself,
Yeah.
then he can't do anything. He can't do anything. So he's like, I got this, I got that. He talks a lot of shit because again, like he's a big black dude. He's used to fucking threatening people. He's used to bullying people. So he makes people uncomfortable. 'Cause if you're at a-
Stop.
This is getting awkward.
Stop, nigga. I'm glad you here, motherfucker.
Don't hit me.
No,
Tim.
I'm glad you here. Bro, you antagonize. That's like poking a bear that's asleep. What the fuck did you think was going? How am I threatening? How am I bullying? Kevin?
No, but here was the idea for the show. Listen.
Oh, you had an idea.
No. I didn't have the idea. Listen, people have always said, "Oh, you can't do the show without Jimmy. You can't do the show without Lenny. You can't do the show without Brian." People always think I can't do the show. I just play. It's like one-on-one basketball. So whoever's there, that's who I'm playing. So I play you different than the way I play Lenny. So I was going at you because it was like. It looks like I am poking a bear. It's like I'm going into the lion's cage, and it's like it's riveting because I can't defend myself, and you're big and you could beat me up. So it's like I look like a mental patient. When I was going after Lenny, I look like the bully. The reason I picked Brian because Lenny didn't even defend himself, which is like I don't even understand that. Like Lenny just blocked me on Twitter. He quit. I mean, people are like you got to be nice to Lenny. It's like that's not the show. That's not the show. Like everybody in every podcast is nice to their co-host.
Hold on.
So let me finish.
hold-
So I was aggressive. So even when I got Brian, Brian, my blind sidekick now, people are like, oh well, one of the reasons I picked him was because he can't beat me up, and also. I can only be so mean to him because he's blind. You know what I mean? So I got kind of sick of being like a complete douchebag.
All right. Well,
Partly because it is. Partly because I didn't want to just keep. I want the show to be a broken record where I'm like, "Fuck you," because I kind of learned my lesson from you. Like Lenny quit, then you wanted to beat me up, and then I'm like, "All right, so where am I going forward?
Yo,
what kind of a show
I
are
was
doing?"
gonna do some things to you.
No,
bro.
I know, man. I saw it. I saw it.
Yo, homie, but you get really nasty here. We can't go away
we're-
from
we're
this.
already-
No,
I
hold
thought
on.
we were already at the
no,
nasty
no.
part.
We are. Yeah, you get deeper. Press play.
Oh no.
Press play.
Control, and you're 6'6". White
Right.
women get fucking nervous.
Stop.
What I
You
said.
saw this mother? He's turning all of white America against me. He went with the white women, the bitches that got fucking Trump in office, okay? He got them. You know what? Yeah, Jimmy is a bad guy. Let's get him.
Was I talking about Carrie?
No, yes, you tried to, because you knew Carrie was impartial about me. She's still in shock about everything that's happening, but you're still trying to woo her your way, white America. Oh, this nigga's nasty. Press play.
That's it. So like he could say like I Sway's my boy, this guy's my boy. So when I took him to Cumia, I was like I said on the air like it's easier to deal with them there because
Right.
they're
There's more.
cops.
Right. Exactly.
Like Keith the
Yeah.
cop is a fucking cop and he can put him in a fucking hole. There's
Press
enough
play.
dudes
Press
there
play. Stop. Press play. Press stop. Listen, man. I don't know why niggas think just because niggas is police, niggas is safe. I was just telling y'all, yo, bro, some tourist niggas was talking mad crazy in front of the police to me and didn't think I was going to step. I smacked the shit out of him in front of the cop, dog. Got arrested and all that. And the only reason why the case didn't go forward is because the nigga was a tourist. He was from Europe somewhere.
Oh, so
he
he
didn't
couldn't
come back. He didn't come back.
When was
to-
this? Recently?
No, this was like years ago. This is like
Oh,
over
oh.
13. This is like 15, 17 years ago. But my nigga, nobody's safe. I don't give a fuck where it's at, bro. yo, if you violate, you're prone to be violated.
Here's.
No, hold on. I just
all right.
want to finish you being nasty, nigga.
right.
Go ahead. Press play.
To restrain him. Like he does this here, and then what do we do? Like
Right.
we gotta all.
Yeah. We gotta all fucking fall back. Don't light a fire if there's only one exit out and the fire is in the doorway.
That's a
bro.
T-shirt.
Oh, really? I just making that up. I feel
Don't
like
start a
dog.
fire if there's only one way out.
Yo, son, that is. Yo, you know what? That's actually a fire in a whole T-shirt. Yo, I sound like Dog the Bounty Hunter. You ever hear his wisdom words? He just makes shit up. But Kev, you know,
No, you know
took
what?
a minute
This really kind of enlightens me a little bit because it's like I know why I'm doing it. I know it doesn't always look great.
It made people really try to say like I'm some animal, my nigga. Like
But you know what hit me? What the show is? The show is there's always like in my brain comes in. My brain always comes in like because in the past in my brain would come in like, oh, don't do this. It's just gonna be trouble. And now when it comes into my brain, I just do it.
You
'Cause I'm
ain't
like,
shit, Kevin.
Huh?
You ain't shit. Of course you're gonna do it.
No,
And
but
let
I
me
used
tell you
to- I
something.
used to not.
I knew at some point that we were gonna bubble like motherfucking fishes in motherfucking grease. I know at some point we will go get bubbling like fish in fish grease, dog, because that was just us. Like, yo, homie, when you was coming over to the crib, I'm over here thinking, yo, dog, this would be the perfect time to kidnap this nigga, dog. This would be a perfect time to abduct him.
me right now.
Yeah, when you was
I ain't
coming
got
over.
nothing to do.
You see? And then that's why I wouldn't waste my time abducting you. Because I got shit I need to be doing, nigga.
Yeah.
Than to be torturing you and shit like that. But Kev, bro, this should inspire you. Like people, like I did feel a kind of way about you, but here's the thing about you. I grew up in my teens with you. So I know who you are and I know what it is. Now, your brother's another case. That nigga's just a straight up weirdo nigga. Like, I never saw him being a comic. Like, I remember when he was just Dave's friend.
Yeah.
I remember when he was just that Dave's comfortable white boy entourage nigga.
Right.
And then the next thing why not? Why not become a comic? If your friend is one of the top comics in the fucking world, all right?
No, but it's also like everybody knows is a comic, so it's like, why shouldn't I? It's like if everybody you know is a fireman, you're like, why don't I be a fireman? It's no different. Anyone can do stand-up comedy if you just stick it out.
I'm glad
you know?
G Money didn't decide to be a fireman. His dad's a fireman over.
No,
in
because
Bluefield.
if you just stick out comedy, you're going to come up with 10 minutes that works, you know? So, but my point is, listen, watching this, I
was
was
that
like,
like a Kevin Brennan comedy tip? Did you?
it's just a fact. It's a fact. If
Did
Lenny
you
Marcus,
take that for fucking Gary Coleman?
if Lenny Marcus can do stand-up comedy, then anybody can. He didn't. You don't have to be funny to do stand-up comedy. My son's funnier than all these motherfuckers. My son says shit where I'm like, this dude's fucking already got 5 minutes.
Like people think that I hate Liz. I don't hate Liz.
yeah.
You know, we had a moment, but like, yo, Kev, same shit. Like if somebody violated Liz and I got wind of that shit, and somebody in our community, yo, bro, it ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm coming to see that motherfucker. Like,
listen,
you
here-
bugging. Like,
Here's what I'll say.
like,
Here's what I'll
people-
say.
No, I'm saying that to say this. People will always say people hate this person, they hate that person. That's just them saying to get their entertainment. Do you understand that?
No.
That's them saying their shit. Like, Kev, we don't hate each other.
Right.
So people saying it is them starting entertainment. That's what I'm saying.
Here's-
It's not like anything that's valid.
Here's what I'll say. Listen, I you say you knew me from before. Before I was scared. Before I was like I would play the game. You know, I thought I was playing some kind of game. I wasn't winning. So I reached a point where I lived in LA for a couple of years in the early 2010s, 2011 through 14, and I just realized like you're on your own.
I was up top.
You
man.
you just realize I just realized I'm on my own. No one's gonna fucking do dick for me.
On
So I gotta
my own. known. I never thought.
What's in that fucking
I
thing
would
he's smoking?
do this
So the point is,
comedy.
I realized I'm on my own. No one's gonna help me, so I'm just gonna do it.
Kevin
I'm just gonna do it.
Capel.
And as soon as I went on fucking Opie and Jim the first time, people were like, "Oh, this shit." People, I
Now
knew
he's
they,
got his
they knew I,
standards old.
they knew I wasn't lying.
Kevin, you got more than
They knew I wasn't lying. Jimmy, am I lying?
Yo, Kev.
Am I lying?
You're on your own.
This is getting crazy in here.
Yo, my
I don't know if
nigga.
he's trying to seduce me or
not-
scare me.
You on your own. You not lying, Kev. You on your own out
Being
here,
on your
bro.
own, being on your own is dicey. It's easier. Listen,
Yo,
in this,
get it
listen,
from the mud.
No, in this day and age, it's always easier to say what they expect you to say because like any podcast, any show, they can just clip it, they can put it on Twitter, tag the person, everyone can see what you're saying about them. So it's much easier to just say whatever the fuck you're saying, whatever you're expected to say. I'm not famous. I'm not big, so I'm supposed to be afraid of everybody.
Kevin,
and I'm doing the opposite. I'm
but you
afraid
do
of
got-
nobody.
You do got credits.
I
You
don't
do
have
got
no
credit.
series credits.
Yo, bro, Star
No.
Search is a credit, bro.
Star Search. Are you mocking me?
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Star
Hey,
Search.
My nigga.
Man, I worked on SNL. That's a credit.
Hey,
I don't even consider that a credit.
SNL, that is
No,
a fucking
it's
credit.
Not 1 year is not a credit. Listen, I'm a show business loser.
Hey, yo.
I'm
So
a
what you're
show
trying to
business
tell me,
loser. What
the
I'm
one
saying is-
episode that I did on Blue Bloods, the one episode that I did on fucking Person of Interest, those are one of whatever. Yo,
That's
Kev,
credit.
you fucking almost won Star Search. Okay, you know that story, bro. You
I
know,
didn't almost win.
Yes, you did. You was at the you
That's
got
not
four.
me. That's
you
Keith
got
Robinson. You got us mixed up.
Yo.
Keith was in the finals that year. I was not. I lost to Dave Chappelle.
I thought it was between you and Dave Chappelle that yeah.
No, it was not. No, I lost him. I beat Harlan Williams, and then I lost to Dave Chappelle. That was the longest 60 seconds of my life waiting for the judge's scores to come back.
Oh my god, dude.
Because I knew he's going to get a perfect 4. I got 2 3/4. But I went through my best 2 minutes when I beat Harlan Williams. I only had 5 minutes of material then for a fucking Star Search audience. Listen,
Hey, yo,
Jimmy.
did you meet Ed McMahon?
Yeah, I fucking
Hey,
shook his hand.
What was he like? Was he? You know, because it was Bob Saget, the guy from Full House. He's a dickhead in real life,
Is
bro.
he?
I met him one
People
time.
say he's a good guy.
You remember the Boston Comedy Club
Yeah.
and the fire station, and right next to it there was an Italian
Molino's. Il Molino.
And so I went in there one day because he was in there, and I just wanted to try to get an autograph, and he was such a dick,
Yeah,
dude.
but people don't like the autograph when you're eating.
He wasn't eating.
What was he waiting for food?
No, he was just standing up and like
Oh.
mingling.
Yeah, but
Like,
you're a big dude. He probably was. Maybe was a little.
it was a couple of us. He was a dick, yo. But
You went in a couple of you.
No, it wasn't more big black guys like me. There's a couple
Oh.
of comics from the Boston
Couple of
Comedy
Arnolds.
Club. A couple of Arnolds. No, but what was Ed McMahon like in real life?
I don't. I mean, I just shook his hand. We didn't have dinner or nothing.
Yeah,
I
didn't talk. He
No,
didn't
fuck
wish
no.
you
He's-
luck or nothing like
no,
that.
he's just. You don't even fucking have any contact with him until you're doing the show.
Oh,
You don't even see him.
all right.
Yeah, but
All right.
maybe they did with Dave Chappelle. Listen. I know, at this point, I know what I am.
yeah.
At this point, I know what I am. But I got a family to feed. So it's like I gotta
So
play.
if they take your Patreon, what
I
does
don't
that
think they're
mean?
gonna take my Patreon.
What does that mean, though?
It will. I don't know. I guess Arnold
How
said.
many
Arnold
Patreon
said
followers do you have,
I got like 700.
bro? If they take your Patreon, that's a problem, my
It
man.
is a problem.
Okay,
I don't
don't
think
sit
they're
here and
gonna-
act like.
I don't think we're
it's
gonna.
something
But
like-
Arnold
if
says
they take our Patreon, we will be shot.
I don't think Arnold said we'll be okay. But you don't know. You don't know in this. You don't know in this world, in this day and age. What's going on?
If you're Arnold, my Arnold, okay, was to meet my G Money. Yo, Kev, on some real shit, bro. We could start our own network, bro.
No, I know. I might have to.
No. I keep trying to tell you, bro. If you want to go ahead and start your own, but I'm telling you, we can start our own network.
No, I know. We gotta discuss this.
We got the resources
I
and
don't know
the
if we
right
have the
people.
resources. That's what I'm worried about. Do we have the resources?
Nigga, my man's the number one nigga in Hollywood. He's one of the top motherfuckers in Hollywood.
Is he gonna invest?
Would he? If it's something productive that I'm trying to do, yes, he's invested
I've
in
never
other
said anything
things.
bad about him.
You know what I'm saying?
They can't. There's nothing I've ever said bad about him. I don't even think.
I wouldn't have allowed you to.
I don't
wouldn't
even
have
think
allowed
he's.
you to.
I don't even think he's undersized.
Good man. Good
No,
man.
he's a role model. He's a role model.
He really is.
A guy from the hood. Not he's short. He was just determined. Listen, in this day and age, I'll say this about myself. In this day and age, you got to be determined. Like you don't have to. People always shit on Trump, which is their business and that's their prerogative. Trump basically did with he just got mad. Like he had the resources, but he wasn't a politician. He basically got mad. He was determined to shit on everybody, and he became president literally by shitting on everybody. He shit on the other politicians. He called Jeb Bush low energy Jeb, and then he boxed him into a corner. Once he said that, the whole Bush family was done. Because then the next debate, Jeb was all high energy, and then Bush is like, oh look, he's trying to be high energy Jeb. So he basically boxed him in because fucking Trump was pissed and he was determined to shit on all these motherfuckers. He became president by shitting on all these motherfuckers.
Hey, let me tell you
so
something.
I use that as like, what
inspiration.
should I? No.
Because you are the Donald Trump of podcast.
No, because
and
now
that
I'm like,
ending of this fucking situation with you and I at Misery Loves Company is a motherfucking prime example. You could be a Donald Trump. You know how to rally up that motherfucking wing of people, bro.
Because instead of Trump always, even Trump would shock me. I go, oh, that's fucked up, So when people go, oh, you shouldn't have said that, you shouldn't, and also he's doing a lot of shit on Twitter. So when people go, oh, you shouldn't have said it on Twitter, I'm like, okay, when you have a fight on Twitter, everyone can see what the issues are.
Yeah.
You can have your point and let them make their point. It's very clear. The sides are taken. So if I go after my former boss on Twitter, people go, how dare you? I go, what am I supposed to be afraid? What am I afraid of? The only thing I'm afraid of at this point is death and maybe running out of money. But I'm not afraid of.
Patreon.
I'm not afraid of people not liking me. People don't like me anyway.
Thank you.
I mean, no one likes me.
Say that again.
People don't like me anyway. So what do I give a fuck?
You think I give a fuck?
And here's another fucked up part. The bigger an asshole I am, the more people like me. I told Louis C.K. to basically go fuck himself because he kept asking me for avails, and then he wasn't giving me dates. I go, don't ask me for avails, and he thought it was hilarious. So instead of being afraid, because Louis is a big fucking comic, I was like, "Fuck you! I know this since 1988. I'm supposed to be afraid. Fuck you!" So I'm afraid of death and running out of money.
And
so that's all.
I bumped into Louis C.K. at that Skank Fest shit. I was there.
Louis a good guy.
He really was. He really was. G Money was right there. I'm not a dick rider. You know me. I never ride dicks.
Was.
And I just turned around and I told the homie. I introduced myself. And I think he kind of knew who I was.
From the Boston comedy days.
But that was the first time I've ever spoken to him, in our entire existence.
Yeah.
And, I just thanked him for not folding.
Yeah.
And owning his shit and just coming back and owning that stage again, bro. But you can't be afraid. He wasn't afraid to come. Listen,
everybody's afraid.
But he had to overcome his fear to come back and get back on that stage. You had to overcome your fears of not saying what the fuck is on your heart. Kev, do not say what's on your heart, bro. Continue to say it.
Yeah, but you're trained in life, and you're trained.
Fuck your training.
No, I'm saying in showbiz, you're especially trained to be afraid of anybody that's bigger than you, more powerful than you. You're
times are different, Kev.
No. I'm saying they are a little bit different now because you can go off on your own. You don't have to wait for the corporate comedy train to pull up. Cumtown makes $45,000 a month on their fucking Patreon, so it's like no one's ever heard of those motherfuckers, and so you don't have to wait for NBC to fucking call you. You can do your own fucking business. You get a good.
We're about to be the next Cumtown right here.
You get your next producer. You get a good producer, and you're fine. You get a good producer who shows up on time, and you're fine. That's basically all you need.
Why you keep shouting out G Money without saying his name?
Because that's not his real name.
Yes, it is.
You never use anybody's real name. Arnold is not even Arnold.
What's his name?
Adam.
Oh.
Adam's never been late. He's never fucked up a podcast. When I used to listen, I'm not shit on
But fuck
Riotcast.
that. He's an Arnold, my nigga. He's an Arnold.
Arnold is very reliable, and
He is.
to me, that's fucking amazing.
That's why I named him
Brian,
Arnold. Because when you hear a nigga named Arnold,
Yeah.
you know
what
a
he
nigga
is.
named Arnold is going to be punctual.
Yeah.
He's going to take notes.
Yeah.
That nigga might even have a clipboard. Yo,
even
bro.
Arnold, when he does what he breaks down the podcast, he gives like podcast notes, a little breakdown for the episode.
That's what he does.
It's always on point. I'm like, wow, that's really clever what he did. He always he brings up what we're talking about. He kind of makes fun of it, whatever. But it's always, I'm like, this guy's fucking good. And now he's making money because he does so many podcasts where we do them that just the word got out. He's so good, and he is good, and now he's making money doing, which is which I love.
Everybody trying to holler
money.
at G Money, but G Money's consumed. He can't. They want to get at him, but yo, niggas love the production of the show. They love the visuals of the show. Everything that this show is that brother right there.
Yeah, maybe
you know what I mean?
To have him and Arnold have a meeting.
Yeah, definitely. If we're gonna build that network, because bro, we can get some dope ass shows around us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that listen, I don't have it in my. It's like letting a horse out of the barn. Like I even yesterday, I think I tweeted or I said to somebody privately, I'm gonna try to lay low. Yesterday because it was July 4th, and then I laid low for a while, and then it got boring. But it's like, and then I started tweeting, and and basically I had to defend myself. But also, it's like. I
saw Kumia tweet something on 4th of July yesterday.
I'm saying I can't go back to how I was.
He was just saying something about you for you to enjoy your 4th of July.
He told me to shut the fuck up.
He did say that, but he was like, I think he was saying it in an adoring way, like kind of like a Gino, like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but a little bit like that, but more like shut the fuck up. And I
oh,
was like,
really? Yeah,
I know where he stands.
He's over it. He's over it. What's up with Gino? Is he still over there?
Gino Buscante? Yeah, they got a good show over there. It's a very good show. But again, who sees it? If you got a good show, I said to them on the show. That it's like the Negro League. Like nobody saw the Negro League, but it was just on Legend. So if you're at Kumia and you do a good show, you can't say to someone,
I just want you to know how many points you just scored with the motherfucking urban community just now, just knowing that history.
The Negro League?
Yeah, just knowing that history. And praising it at the same time.
There's no
because sometimes you can come off like a racist. You know what I mean?
My wife's blackish. I love black people. I'm a big supporter.
Now you're sounding racist. Shut the fuck up. Just continue to say what you were saying.
I was so happy that everyone saw. I took her to a party on Wednesday. And then all the comics saw, they're like, "Oh, his wife really is blackish, and she's wearing shoes. She wasn't making anybody fucking tamales. You know what I mean? So she's like a respectable, beautiful.
You're sounding racist, my nigga.
I'm not. I'm just saying the fact.
Up.
I'm saying the Negro League.
Yeah, there you
nobody
go.
saw video. There's no video of the Negro League, so it was basically all on Reputation and Legend. So if you tell somebody, "Oh, there's a funny show at Kumia at the Compound Media," you can't see it because no one's going to sign up to watch a show. They'll watch it on YouTube, and if it's good, then they'll maybe watch another one. Then they'll go, "Oh, this is funny shit," and then they'll look into it. But you can't say to someone, "Hey, go watch the show," but you got to sign up. You got to give a credit card, $9. That's not how life works now. Fucking Joe Rogan's it's free. Bill Burr is free. These gigantic fucking comics, and their shit's free. So you can't just be like, "Oh, this is our model where no one can see it." The people that see it love it. The people that don't see it, which is like 99.9% of the people, they don't know what the fuck's going on. So I was like, I can't do it. But the bottom line is,
that's why every episode you do, you got to put your heart into it. I don't give a fuck. When I was at Hot 97, I was there 5 motherfucking days a week in the morning. And early in the morning, and every motherfucking morning, man. Except for when there was days I had to be present, but I had the flu. You know, that's the joint I was talking about when I had the bomb on Joe Button's bum ass. You know what I mean? But he came up there on his extra shit. Like, I'm not into celebrities being extra. We all regular out here hustling, and Kev, we hustling, man. You got a fucking family to feed.
I wasn't hustling before. I realized, looking back, I realized Back in the day, I wasn't
You
really
a
hustling.
bitch ass nigga, man.
No, I was
But,
waiting
yo,
my
on
turn,
some
and
real
you can't
shit,
wait. You can't wait your turn anymore. You got to
you
hustle.
right. You gotta go.
No one's gonna give you something because you're in line. You've been in line for a while. My boy Chad Zumock's always saying like, "Oh, I've been doing it 16 years,
love
and
Zumock.
this guy's only been doing it 8." And like nobody gives a fuck. No, there's no waiting in line anymore. Same with politics. I mean, Trump wasn't in no line waiting to be president. He goes, "Fuck it. I'm gonna make the biggest stink. I'm gonna shit on everybody in my opening statement." And people are like, "This guy's a fucking asshole," but he went right to the front of the line in 2016 because he was the only one who was going to be like, "Fuck this! I'm not sitting around." So that's how it is
I'm
now.
not 100%
It's a big hustle.
on the
Everything's
Trump
a big
boat,
hustle.
But
I
there
don't
are
expect
things
you
that,
to be.
But there are things that I'm glad Trump was in office when shit was going. Like when that shit, I said it on my show before.
With North Korea?
Yep, because we needed him.
Yeah, because
we needed him.
you can't be reasonable with a dickhead.
You have to have I called them Donkey Kong Jr. in the head.
Yeah,
you
get
another Donkey Kong Jr.
No, call his bluff. You think we can't beat North Korea in a fucking nuclear war? But people are trained in this country to be afraid of an unpredictable leader. And I was like, okay, now we got our own unpredictable leader, and he's going to back down. This North Korea has nothing. They have no money. They have some weapons. They have a couple. You ever drive a North Korean car? It don't last for very long.
Well, you ever get some motherfucking neck from a Korean bitch? That shit lasts forever. Watch your mouth, bro. We
All
need
right.
them. We
I'll
need
watch my
them.
mouth.
But yo, what I'm saying is this, yo, Kev, you, bro, you're a rook. You're a fucking force, bro. You're a
but
force.
I didn't know it. I didn't know it until recently because listen, all these nobody fucking. But when I run into like Bill Burr and Ari Shaffir, guys who are not even here, they're West Coast guys. And they're asking me about my show and what I'm doing.
That's
like
fucking Ari. I met him for the first time at fucking Skankfest. His balls are so fucking girthy.
Where'd you see his balls? He took them out.
Luis Gomez was pretending to suck his
to
suck his dick.
So my point is, if these guys know what I'm doing, then I should be out there. I shouldn't be behind a paywall. If all these motherfuckers know what I'm doing, like. Okay, then why don't I do it on my own thing?
Go
right?
get him, Tiger.
Go get him.
Why? Go get him.
Right. So what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for?
You had to listen. All you had to do was cut free.
I'm like Dorothy. All I had to do was
I remember the
click
time
my heels together. I was there all along.
Yo, bro, I remember when Robert Kelly, it's on our Patreon wall, when Robert Kelly was bombing on you on 3rd Street when you and I was connecting over at Misery Loves Company at Riotcast.
Oh, he was talking shit about me?
Yeah, he was talking shit about you to your face and
Oh,
telling you
yeah.
to go and telling you to leave. Take Jimmy.
I like Bobby.
I love Bobby too.
No, we were
man.
fighting in front of the happy ending place.
That's where the happy ending spot is at.
Yeah, and all the ladies came out. They're like, "Oh, you moved down the street. You moved down the
I
street."
remember.
No, I was killing their business. I mean, it was in the afternoon, so they probably don't do a lot of business in the afternoon. But they were still mad. They're like, "How much longer you fat white boy and skinny white boy gonna fight?" You know? No, but
shit.
here's the thing, Jimmy. It's like I'm here with you. I just saw Bobby on Wednesday. People don't really resent me because
coming to his rescue over at yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think people come after even people who are quote unquote mad at me. They're like they don't stay mad because they know that like I'm an authentic motherfucker. Like people go even with the shit at Kumia, people are like, oh, is this like a work? Is this like some kind of fucking game? Like some kind of scam? I'm like, I don't do that because I'm not that smart, and I don't know. I just do what I'm doing, and then people after the fact, people go like, oh, I guess he was just pissed. I guess he was genuinely not fucking satisfied with what was happening. So that's like we're fine. I'm fine with Bobby Kelly. He goes, yeah, come back to Riotcast. He said that on the fucking Legion of Skanks episode on a Wednesday or Monday, last Monday. It's like the live one they did at the stand, which will be on July 17th. He's like, come by. He goes, come by. Or he goes, no, we'll have him back on Riotcast because Gumi was there. And he said, people don't fucking really stay mad at me because I'm not underhanded. I'm not.
You're up front.
I'm not sleight of hand. I'm not trying to do this and I mean this. I mean this. I say this and I mean that.
Yeah, and why be any other way? I'm the same way, man. I'm direct. You know, and
I mean, sometimes I go over the top. You know, like sometimes I say bad words. Sometimes I say shit after the fact, after the podcast.
sometimes I overreact. Sometimes I break shit. Sometimes I turn into the Hulk.
Yeah.
But I'm David Banner again.
Yeah, so that's my point. I'm like, listen, sometimes when I do a podcast, sometimes I like go past where I should be, but then afterwards I go, maybe too far. But you know, you don't know if it's too far till it's too far.
Yo, I tell you, Kev.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. You go too far. You go too far
Every time.
Every time. But guess what? How else are you supposed to explore?
Right.
You're an astronaut.
I'm an astronaut.
And guess what? Right now, you're out in orbit and you're running out of oxygen, man. So
I'm waiting for Arnold to show up and give me a fucking gas tank.
And he's gonna do it because he always shows up on time.
If it wasn't for Arnold, I'd be shitting myself because it's like you know.
Hey, yo, why are you me? Why are you the white meat of the podcasting game, my nigga?
I don't know.
We're both problematic in some sort of way. It seems like, you know what I mean? But we always praise our producers. Well, he's the executive producer. I don't know if Arnold's the executive producer.
We don't really have one, but
y'all need to go. You need to go on ahead and give Arnold that executive producer.
Yeah, but we don't roll our credits like that.
You need to give Arnold that prestige.
I don't even know he wants to be associated with my show like that.
Yeah, he does, because he birthed that shit. Give him that EP credit.
It's so funny to watch him.
G Money is the exec. Yes,
because even the show where you got mad at me, I was like, I wasn't even thinking about content when you left, and Arnold right away goes, "It's great radio." So he knew it would be funny or entertaining.
And when the dust settled and we finally got to talk after that crazy shit, and you told me, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted you to hit me. I wanted to go viral.
Oh, go viral.
That's when I knew you were super dangerous. That's when I knew you were super, super dangerous. Yo, Kevin, you ain't shit, bro.
What do you mean?
No, what I just said, you ain't shit.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I don't know. For an ain't shit crowd, that's good. For people, bro, you ain't shit, Kev.
What's that mean?
Man, listen, nigga, you
What's
ain't
that
shit.
Mean? What's that mean, G Money?
Means you ain't shit.
There you go, my nigga. What you thought the motherfucking shit was gonna change?
Well, you thought I was a comedy astronaut.
We don't bend. Nah, yo, Kev, you ain't shit. And that's what you need to understand and own that shit, man. Go out here and being ain't shit don't mean that you don't stink.
I said before, I say it again. You can't always win, but you can have fun losing. So if you're losing, you might as well just have fun with it. Instead of like licking your wounds all the time, be like, fuck it, I'm a punch back. I can't win, but I'm a punch back. I mean, everybody like wants to fucking. I did an episode of Crashing last year. One episode.
I didn't get nothing.
I
got a picture. I got a picture with P. Holmes on motherfucking McDougal third.
I did one episode of Crashing. Judd Apatow's never given me the time of day. I don't blame him. I'm nothing, but when the episode came out, I was making some jokes on fucking Instagram or Twitter that wasn't my, that they took out my best stuff. He jumps right in. He jumps right the fuck in.
Say what?
He's just like I said, like, he doesn't follow me on Twitter. It's like I don't even know how these motherfuckers know what I'm saying. But everybody seems to know what I'm saying. Every time I said something, he would jump in. I said they cut out the best, because people were saying, "Oh, that was really funny." I go, "No, they cut out the funniest part." And Judd jumps right in. He goes, "No, that was the funniest part. We used what we had." So
wow.
Yeah, right away too. Like, I was at the fucking Dwayne Reed right over here on Grove Street. I just got off the train. I'm looking at my phone. My phone brightens up. I see Judd Apatow. I was like, "No, Kevin, that was the funny thing." He's not even following me on Instagram.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just fucking around really most of the time. But it's amazing how
they're always watching, bro.
No, they're always watching.
As much as they act like they're not watching,
I know
they're watching.
No, if you're
my nigga, that's why I stay me.
No, but Jimmy,
if you don't stay you, bro, at some point you're gonna have to be you.
If you say what you're expected to say, nobody even notice you. If you say a little bit if you speak from your heart or you just jokingly say that like that wasn't, because it wasn't. When I did the scene, I got a huge laugh, which people aren't even supposed to laugh when you're taping. I got a huge laugh, and then that was the last thing, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a big laugh when they air that. They didn't air it, so that's his prerogative. It's his fucking show. Obviously, I did all kinds of improv with Will Silvitz. And it was like, and we don't even get along, but it was like, we kept riffing and riffing and riffing, and they finally, I just said something, and it got a huge laugh. They didn't use it, and I don't expect them to, but it's their show. But I was implying that, like, they didn't have the fun, they didn't use the funniest thing I said, and he was like, no, we did. I'm like, okay, it's your show. You're Judd Apatow. You're a rich guy, and you've earned it. I don't take any money away from anybody. If Judd Apatow makes his money, God bless. If Kevin Hart makes a fortune, God bless. I'm not saying anyone cheated their way to fortunes in show business, except for Neil. But
Yeah,
but
he got over it.
so the point is that
that goes to show
no,
all
the
you gotta
point-
do is be loyal, bro, and you can go to the top.
yeah.
with
The
somebody
point is,
that's
well, he's not the
working.
top. But the point is,
Well, he's where he was at. From where he was at, it's the top, bro.
he's fame adjacent, and that's, you can make money being fame adjacent. Everybody knows that.
It's better than what he was at.
Yeah, the doorman at the Boston Comedy, working for $20, working for nickels for Barry Katz. Listen, I'm just saying, like,
New York
if you
Entertainment.
don't say, going back to Trump. Trump broke all the rules in running for president, and he still fucking won. So the rules don't really exist anymore thanks to social media, and so. But if you say shit, people will get offended. I mean, people will get offended. Judd Apatow has never commented on anything I said, any tweet I've ever put up. But as soon as I said something half jokingly about my scene in Crashing, he was right on top of it. So I'm like, it's amazing. It's amazing how people hear what you say, especially in this day and age. So if you want to say something, people are going to come at you, period.
All right, you heard it from the fucking horse's mouth.
From the source.
From the source.
That's my street name. Did you know that? The source?
I like that. I'm going to be calling you that
Source.
from now on. K-Source. Listen to me. I want to ask you your opinion on something. Pull that up, G-Money.
Which one?
Yeah. Burning Bridges. Burning Bridges. Yeah. Can you press play? Can we get to this? Can we press play?
I don't want to.
You be out here doing whole shit, baiting motherfuckers to do shit to you. So, my nigga, it comes with the game.
Right, that's what I said.
You got a whole lot.
That's what I
so
said.
You calling Brian P. fucking McCarthy for legal advice? So you get the law involved. That's some whole shit. Nah, my nigga, because the first thing I said when G Money showed me your motherfucking tweet with that, I was like, this nigga trying to get fucking Gary arrested. And then I was like, wait a moment, he's white. He ain't going to jail.
Yo,
And
press
then I
pause.
said, you
Press
know what?
pause.
Let me
Right there. You do know if I would have hit you, I would have been in jail. What happened to Gary Goldman? Did any legal actions ever happen or anything?
No, because what you said is basically true, and so I listen. If I go to the police, they go, what is? I mean, it was a scratch. You know, it wasn't like a black eye. So I had a scratch on my chest. So if I go to the police, they go, well, I know I've been to the police before. They say they're going to ask.
Oh, you bitch ass nigga.
No, they're going to ask what happened. I go, well, I did a mean tweet, and then he came at me at a comedy club. They're going to be like, can't you bitches just settle this not at the Popo station? Because nothing was going to happen to him, and then it was just going to. I was going to be dragged into it. Then I was going to have to get a lawyer, and because I know if you go to the police,
I'm glad you didn't.
you're
Get
gonna
the
have to go.
police
You're gonna have to get a
involved.
lawyer, and then I have to spend $5,000 getting a lawyer because Gary Goldman's gonna press charges against me or whatever. It's just a lot of bullshit, and then you got to get a lawyer if you go to court because the court I've represented myself in court did not go well. So you basically have to get a fucking lawyer, and I don't want to get a lawyer. And then I talked to Keith the cop because we were on speaking terms back then. And he goes, well, you know, they're just going to, he basically advised me to like, it's not the best idea because it would be then, he used to be a cop down in the West Village. So he told me where to go, but it was just, he's like, they're just going to ask you what happened. And unless you're really hurt or whatever, or you go to the hospital, but otherwise.
I'm glad you didn't go to the police. That was
then
some whole
plus
shit.
I look like a bitch.
Yeah,
Like I look
definitely.
like I'm fucking egging him on. and then I go to the fucking, and then I go to the police.
Let me ask you a question, Kev.
But I didn't go after his money.
Nah, that's some whole shit.
Yeah, you go after someone's money, that's a
Yeah,
fucking different
that's some whole
story.
shit.
That's some bitch shit. And if you want to see the whole, I'm not going to go into it, but you want to see the whole story, go to my Twitter for the last couple of days, and you'll see all the shit. Starting from starting from Wednesday, July 3rd. You don't have to go back that far. And there's some dick pics on my timeline, so you enjoy yourself to break up the monotony.
How'd you feel because I was on my way to audition that day. At first, I called in and I was like,
What day? Oh, that
when
day.
I
That was
came-
funny.
Listen, how'd you feel when you saw me walk through those doors? and
I
came and
stole
said-
from your fucking playbook because I was supposed to do Kumia's show. I guess it was like this June 17th. I didn't show up for work, and that was when like I first quit. 'Cause I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. But I missed one day of work. Who gives a fuck, And plus, it creates a lot of controversy. And so the next day, and they were he was talking about me on the show. Him and Keith were talking to me on the show that day. So I called Garrett, the producer. I said, should I call in? He goes, no. He goes, call in tomorrow because they don't have a guest. So instead of I said I was going to call in. I said I was going to call in at 4:00. Instead of calling in, I just went the fuck in because they don't have any. The door's not even locked. So I just walked right in, got on air. And Kumia was surprised. He goes, oh, I thought you were calling. I go, yeah, I'm full of surprises.
Yeah, I saw we saw that.
Because I knew from your shit that it's funnier if you just show up. Because yours was funny because you called us and you got a bad connection. So we thought that was the end of that. So then you show up, it's fucking gold. That episode should have been on YouTube.
That's a fact.
That episode, you just walking in,
That's a
should have
fact.
on YouTube. Because I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's good radio, and it became highly entertaining. And even when you left, it was hilarious because we didn't even know what to fucking say. We all wanted to say the N-word because you had said it 10 times, and it's like someone eating a fucking delicious meal at the buffet. And then you're like, no, you can't have that. Only black people can have that because it looks like a delicious fucking word to say. And that's what they're using against me actually now to try to get me banned on Patreon. But the point is that we're sitting there like a bunch of white dudes. What do we talk about once you leave? Our picnic? like how to do a fucking how to do a sail knot? Hey, don't you hate when the fucking wind's blowing and the sail goes? Like, what the fuck are we supposed to talk about? We're like, I couldn't wait for that episode to be over once you left because I'm like, we're just a bunch of white fucking hens doing nothing. We got nothing to say.
Oh my god! Yeah,
it was like we were doing a fucking we were like doing a gangbang, and the big black dude with his big black dick comes in and fucks the girl, and then we're all sitting, and then you leave, and then we're like, hey, sweetie,
yeah, you want us to
hey,
suck
sweetie,
your titties?
yeah, what do you want us to do? I'll play with your clit. Like we couldn't fucking satisfy that crowd after that.
One thing I could say,
and that's another thing that Keith and Kumia, they know that shit's gold, and because they were there when you walked in. They know it's gold. They know when nobody else
can never outshine the master, baby.
They know nobody else can do that. They know nobody else can get that kind of contra. And plus, I get another thing I do at Kumia. I get a lot of attention off the air. Like I get all kinds of shit that when Gary Goldman hit me, all this shit. I get all kinds of attention outside the fucking network, bringing attention to the network, and they still don't fucking. They still like, well, we don't really need that.
Why waste all of that when we could build our own shit,
Fuck
my
everybody.
nigga, from the ground up?
I still can't say the N-word, though.
No, you can't.
Maybe I'll do a show called Not the N-Word.
That would be hard.
No N-words. No, because then that'll sound racist. Anyway, if we went to the Supreme Court, wouldn't that be a weak case if you went to the Supreme Court and you said, this guy was fired because he said the N-word, but black people can say it. It's like, that's a double standard. I understand the origin and all the history of it, but it's like, it's still weird that like one like black people can say it whenever they want, but if you're white, you can literally get in trouble for it. It's a powerful word in that sense, And it's a clear double standard. There's no other word in our language that has that kind of fucking thing where you could just get fired. Because women aren't going around saying, "Hey, look at all my cunts are here." You know what I mean?
Or bitch.
So it's not in the lexicon like the N-word is. But then if a white guy says it, you get all kinds of shit. Anyway.
Yo, is it true that Sarah Silverman pissed in your mouth?
No, it's not true.
She never gave you a golden shower in your mouth.
Never. No one's ever given me a golden shower, and she definitely didn't. She was fucking 18 when I was dating her, 19, or I don't know. She wasn't giving me a golden shower. Who told you that, Jason?
I'm not saying nothing, man. That shit is so crazy. Niggas is just make up stories.
Evan.
Evan a wild boy, bro. Evan's a wild boy.
Yeah, he's
my
a crazy
God,
motherfucker
man.
too, right?
Yeah, man, he is. Yeah, he is, man. Skankfest, seeing you at Skankfest, man, and just seeing all those people so excited to see you, and
It broke
getting-
my heart. It broke my heart.
Hey.
It like warmed my heart and broke my heart at the same time because I'm like, I can't. This is so pathetic that I have to come to somebody else's festival to get this kind of fucking love. It was broke. It broke
But
my
yo,
fucking
dog.
heart.
Dog, let
From
me
all
tell you
over the
something.
world, from all
That's
over the
why
world.
I'm proud of Lewis and all of those
Lewis
guys
is
over
a
there.
troublemaker too.
Of
you know?
course he is, but
So-
that's why he
and
gets
Lewis
that
is another example. As far as the, I don't want to shit on the Skanks, but as far as the Skanks go, he definitely is the troublemaker of the three of them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, and it's working, but it's working. He's the one who's always like, I'll be the fucking lightning rod. I'll be
Yeah.
the lightning rod.
Yeah.
He's the one who goes, you know, when the next day when everybody's shitting it because Louis was there, he was like he was on Twitter constantly pushing back. Because if you don't push back, you look like you're
That's
scared.
a fact.
You know?
That's a fact.
But he's a troublemaker. I used to kind of watch him, and I was like, "Wow, that guy caused." Even when they left Cumia, he was fight. I remember he was fighting on Twitter with Keith, and I was like, "I go, you know what? I go, like, there's no point in leaving quietly. There's no point in doing anything quietly,
Kick and scream, nigga. Kick and scream.
especially in a podcast
You gotta
world.
go out like Jerry Maguire. All I want to know is who's coming with me.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot that scene, but yeah, it's true. All I want to know who's coming with me. I asked Brian before we quit. I go, "What do you want to do?" I go, "You want to try to do one show a week there?" He goes, "No, fuck it, let's go." So I'm like, "Let's go. We're done."
There you
Because I
go.
could have kept 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
No.
Made a little bit of side money, but I would have said that would have been even worse mailing it in. I would have felt like, oh man, I'm really mailing it in now.
Yeah,
just
you-
showing up once a week to get fucking some money.
And not even that. You just showing that you're fraudulent, man.
Yeah, I'm just showing it like it looks like I was
Don't
doing the
let
whole
the
thing.
money run you. Nothing runs.
No,
us.
I look like
we know
yeah.
we go hit. We know we go hit.
Plus, I look like if I do that, it looks like I was playing a game of like just trying to get attention and being a bitch. I'm like, no, I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. You know, just like when I didn't leave Riotcast. They fired me, but still, it was like I basically made it so that they couldn't take it anymore. You know. But again, if I was getting paid at Cumia or Riotcast to pay all my bills like a regular job, I would keep my fucking mouth shut. You know, so Cumia can't get too mad at me. He got fired from high-paying gigs. I've never got fired from a high-paying gig by being an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting paid at part-time or no-time gigs. So don't people be like, I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. It was not a high-paying gig. It paid some money. It paid some money, but it wasn't a high pay. It wasn't a Sirius Satellite $1 million fucking gig. Because if that was the case, I'd be sucking all their fucking dicks over there to not get fired. Like I'm not stupid. G Money.
I love your fucking shirt, Slurpee.
Yeah, I didn't even know what I was wearing.
Oh, this motherfucker.
No, you know how I got this shirt?
How?
You know how I got it? People thought I'd probably pay for it. I didn't pay a fucking cent. You know that the 7-Eleven across from West 3rd?
Yeah.
I mean, across from the Village Underground?
Yep.
It's always like you know, when I'm there at night, late at night sometimes, getting a fucking cup of tea. You go there, it's like a fucking tranny bar in there sometimes.
It's heavy.
And the
Lot
shit's
of
a mess.
movement.
The shit's a mess. I tweeted that the 7-Eleven at West 3rd Street is a shithole. I didn't even tag 7-Eleven. They found the tweet somehow. They said, like, what's the problem? And then they sent me a DM. What's the problem? I go, listen, Friday and Saturday night, a lot of people are going to go in there. Don't run out of tea bags. Don't run out of sugar. Don't run out of milk. Like people, it's going to be busy on a weekend night at West 3rd Street.
So-
be ready, prepare.
You
so
just
sent me
complain about everything, huh?
They sent me T-shirts. They sent me a lot of swag to shut my fucking mouth. And now whenever I complain, I tag them, and it doesn't work. I complain about the Target over here in Jersey City. I tagged them. I said I don't know what the best Target. I said I don't know what the best Target is, but I know what the worst one is, and that's the one in fucking Hoboken near the Holland Tunnel. And they contacted me, but they didn't give me no free shit. So I think the lesson is don't tag people. Because I think when you tag people, you look like you're a bitch. You look like you're looking for attention. So when I didn't tag 7-Eleven, I got a lot of shit, like 3 shirts. I still wear them.
Good.
And
good.
but with the when I tag people, it always backfires.
Well,
Lesson learned.
There it is. Don't tag no motherfucking Kev. I was gonna tell you to stay cool and shit like that, but listen to me.
Because
On
of this
some
heat.
real
Because
shit.
of this heat.
Nah, fuck that. But I'm about to tell you something. Look at me when I say this to you, my nigga. Stay angry, nigga. Stay angry.
At what level?
At a 10, nigga. Stay
No,
angry.
I don't have a heart attack.
Yeah, well, Kev, guess what? You're gonna die soon.
You're right.
So am I. So, nigga, stay angry, Kev, because you wilding on these motherfuckers for respect is the only way you go get it. If you be passive, they gonna walk over you all day, all the time, my nigga. So, I'm glad you came on the show. I'm glad you got the motherfucking air it out. We need to come and get this shit together and build this network so, you know, we can motherfucking really get it from the mud and make some shit really pop.
Yeah, maybe you should do our show at the Stand on July 17th.
Listen, whenever you want. Whatever
Wednesday.
you want.
It's a Wednesday, July 17th.
Whatever you want, man. We go do that.
And we could have G-Money meet Arnold.
Yeah, and start figuring this shit out, man.
Yeah.
I really think this is what the people would love to see. This is something, and they've been waiting for us to reconnect somehow, some way, and I think this would be it, man. You know, anything
Listen,
you want.
I'll just say this. I don't know exactly what the formula is to make money in this day and age, but I know like there's no point in playing like some formula. There's no point in playing by the rules of like most
There are no rules.
No, but
This
I'm
is
saying
podcast land.
most comedy podcasts or just comics like joshing with each other, like good-natured ribbing. I don't do that.
Me neither.
I don't do that. So I don't know. I don't know if this is the way to make money. I don't know what it is, but I know I don't want to do a show where it's just comics just joshing with each other.
Nah. You do your show. I'm gonna do G Money and I go do our show, and we go build some other shows around us, niggas. That's litty, and we go homie. Just how Gas Digital is stacking up their motherfucking lineup over there, we have access to all of that shit, bro. I'm not tripping about nothing. I'm inspired. I'm inspired by motherfucking Skankfest. I'm inspired by the audience.
That's a beautiful thing, right?
It
Skankfest?
really was. It really was. Watch
Just-
what
just-
I'm about to pitch to them.
No agents, no managers, just comics.
Yep.
And comedy fans.
Exactly.
It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You eliminate all the garbage, all the who's here,
the
you know?
bullshit.
And then comedy fans will access to comedians.
Yo, bro.
I couldn't even get inside the door. I walked up to the door with Gino. I ran into Gino at the subway. The subway's right across the street. We crossed the street. It took me half an hour to get inside because everybody came up to me to talk to me. I go. Oh, I felt like, wow, this is what fucking compound media should be. They should have, but they can't. You can't. They have a paywall. You're limited. So I just found it. I just was like, wow. I'm not saying I can do what Legion of Skanks did, or I'm not even looking to do a Skank fight because that's a big fucking production. But I'm saying like when you're there, you're like, this is a fucking beautiful fucking thing.
I'm just looking for something to have some dope ass content. It's not about becoming a millionaire and all wild shit. Like it's about building something where the fucking family that is inspired and that avatar through us, where they can come and have that safe haven. It's the same formula,
Or they know that we're a little, it's not a like. People say I'm unhinged or whatever, or like I'm not stable. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Like if that's
at least
No, it's like that's what you want. Listen, that people find that intriguing. Same with you. Like people don't know what you're gonna get from you. So it's like that's to me is like to me that's the way to go. Like I'm not saying that's the way to go for everybody. If that's not your personality, don't do it. But I'm saying like I don't want to do content. I don't want to do any safe content anymore.
But on some real shit, you a bitch ass nigga, man. And you gotta know that, man. You gotta own that part about you with the bitch ass shit that you do to people. But that bitch assness can turn into dollar signs.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit. But you my nigga, and I fuck with you.
That's a good name for a show. You ain't shit.
But I fuck with you though.
Because people find it like they know I'm not full of shit. I'm not
trying
to. That's what I was thinking about the Kumia thing. Like people are like, oh, he's playing some kind of game to get more money. It's like I was not really. So then like people like when I went back, people like I'm not playing games. I don't even know what my next move is. Like I said yesterday, I was gonna lay low for July 4th, and then I'm like, and then people were tweeting. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm pushed back. And it was like I was a little hot. I was a hot day. Maybe I was a little hot. A lot of people get murdered in the summer because they get hot.
Yeah, a lot
They
of
get hot
niggas
and
be out
bothered.
here wearing their motherfucking
Yeah.
homies' faces on T-shirts in the summer.
Yeah,
That's a
so I'm
fact.
saying I don't have a plan. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. It's like one day at a time with this shit, So that's how it is. So I appreciate the opportunity to air my grievances, and I appreciate you're not fucking snapping my neck at Riotcast or today, or it could have been an intervention.
I hope this is an intervention for you. I just wanted to get down, and I also wanted to let people know that there really is a united front here, despite you and all of your differences. And this show, I just want y'all to know, man. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now, the listener, right? How Kevin and I interact, there are so many differences with so many likes, okay? But within the differences, we find a way, even through the hiccups, we find a way. And this is life. So everything in life, man, is about finding out how to get to that next level and figuring out how we can be comfortable so we can coexist. We have to find our happy medium, man, where we can coexist together. And that's all it's all about, man. That's why I wanted to bring my big bro on the show and let y'all know, like, this is real shit here. If we can do it, you can do it. Whatever the fuck you going through in your life, my nigga, you can get through it. It's a fact. That on all levels, relationships, financial, motherfucking job related, whatever you're going through, man, you can get through it.
Yeah, let me just add, in anything you try to do, you're going to get resistance. So you got to be patient, you got to be determined, but you're going to get resistance in whatever you're trying to do. Not just show business, just in life, Like it's not a fucking like there's no such thing as smooth sailing. I would tell it to my kids,
That's a good and
you're going to get resistance. And if I saw some quote, it's like it's not what happened. Talking in the background.
It's all good. That old nigga that was saying that shit that we had pulled up before, pull that up. We're going to end with that.
The point is I was trying to make was that
our production
no,
is crazy.
it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it. I saw that quote recently. I'm like, that's kind of true. Like everyone's going to get resistance. Everyone's going to get like, oh fuck, I'm just sick of this, and then you give up. I'm like, I can't give up because I'm old and I got fucking responsibilities, but it still is like you're going to get resistance, and you're going to have to work through it.
I can't give up because I know this show, like they call me, homie. They reach out 917-792-1593. I know what it is all day, every day.
You give out your number?
Yeah, they call me. And I know this show is as much of a lifeline for them as it is for me.
Right.
So I can't quit.
All right.
It's never been about the money for me. I utilize this podcast to introduce myself.
Right.
Now, fuck the stories of everybody. I'm glad people get to hear you in the raw. But I really wanted to tell you, Kev, like, you're a rook in the game. And your voice is being heard. And I don't want you to be uninspired. And know in your heart of hearts, you don't need no fucking machine. You are the machine. And that's me on the outside looking in, bruh. And a real motherfucker could tell you that because I'm not threatened by your wave. Because I got my own wave. And that's just real shit. Stay the course. You're a dickhead. You're a motherfucking idiot. You ain't shit. But you on to something. You on to something, bruh. And despite whatever they saying, guess what? They saying, though.
Right.
You heard?
Right.
And
Just
that's what's
talking.
important, man. Is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say before
Just
we
go
get
to
out
my
of here?
Twitter, Kevin Brennan 666. Everything's there. All the links are there. My Instagram's the same. My website take you everywhere, kevinbrennancomedian.com. But that's also the links on my Twitter. Misery Loves Company is the podcast. Patreon. It's also on my Twitter.
All
all
right,
good.
man. Shit, y'all know how to get in touch with us, man. Fire in the Hole NY on Twitter and motherfucking Instagram. You can hit us in email at fireintheholeny@gmail.com. And G Money, it's been a while since they heard it from you, but how can they get in touch if they want to send us some artwork, anything like that, so we can display? You know, where can they send it to?
They can send it to P.O. Box 3553, New York, New York, 10027.
You want to double down like we in a commercial?
P.O. Box 3553, New York, New York, 10027.
And all the copyright original by the Fire in the Hole and why. All right, yeah, man. So listen, y'all. This is a special episode, man. I just wanted y'all to get this. I wanted y'all to feel this, man. And who knows, man. You know, might be something really special in the future with Kevin and I building something for you guys that y'all could really appreciate. But whatever y'all do, please support Kevin Brennan and his journey and what all he's going through and everything he's doing. He's a true talent, and we respect him in the game, man. And on this note, man, I just wanted to end on some really dope shit to send y'all off with something, you know, that can spark the soul. You know what I mean? You know how it is. It's hump day in the week. So on that note, man, it's your captain signing off. Jimmy Martinez with your motherfucking 10-star general, Jimmy G motherfucking Money. And we out of here, y'all.
I would like to share with you just 3 cardinal rules of my ability and longevity. 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
Kevin Brennan, you ain't shit!